Hello, welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Tuesday. I promised it was going to be a special Tuesday edition this week, November 26, 2024. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. Revisiting Bossberg, over 1,000 Sasquatch footprints discovered in the snowy path. A recently discovered video from the YouTube channel The Sasquatch Archives takes us back to 1989. When renowned Bigfoot researcher Rene DeHinden revisits the site of the infamous Bossberg footprints, also known as the Cripplefoot tracks. DeHinden, who passed away in 2001, was a prominent figure in the Bigfoot community and one of the first to investigate the Patterson-Gimlin film. In this second part of a three-part series, DeHinden and his companion Ivan, I think it's Ivan Marks, explore the area where the footprints were found, discussing various aspects of the tracks and the surrounding environment. DeHinden shares his thoughts on the potential origins of the prints, as well as the challenges faced in preserving and analyzing such evidence. One particularly intriguing moment occurs when DeHinden comes across what appears to be a urine stain in the snow, which he acknowledges but unfortunately does not collect for further examination. This revelation has left many viewers wondering about the potential implications of such a find and the missed opportunity to analyze the mysterious substance. Now this is part 2. Now Todd Prescott has also uploaded part 3. So there's the parts 2 and 3 are available on the Sasquatch Archives channel. That's Todd Prescott's channel. I have not had the opportunity to watch the videos yet. And I do plan to at some point, though. And I'll let you guys know what I think of them. DeHinden was an excellent investigator, in my opinion. Excellent researcher as well. Although I still think the Cripplefoot tracks are a pretty clever hoax. Even though they have fooled scientists for decades. I've come to the opinion that they are hoaxes. Ivan Marks was able to fool people pretty well as it turns out. Now here is a follow-up of last week's South Carolina Bigfoot investigation. I think it's an interview with Matt Moneymaker.
All right, in your Carolina Watch, there's been talk about a possible sighting of Bigfoot. Yeah, I'm talking about Bigfoot. So, Watch Fox's Clara Faith did some digging of her own in Newberry County and talked to a man who's been chasing Bigfoot for years.
I have seen plenty of people with big feet, but not Bigfoot.
Newberry County Sheriff Lee Foster may have not seen Bigfoot, but someone in his county claims they did. And TV host Matt Moneymaker of Finding Bigfoot has spent half his life researching the famous creature. Over the last few years, Moneymaker says he has gotten several reports of Bigfoot sightings in South Carolina.
When I got this report from there, it wasn't a surprise, and it being the time of year when there's deer hunters out, made perfect sense that a deer hunter would have that kind of an encounter.
The newest report out of Newberry County came from a hunter who told Matt he spotted Bigfoot near Pomeria on November 2nd.
He hears a noise behind him, kind of a growl, a grunt, and a stomp at the same time. He turns around, and about 20 yards back into the tree lines and brush, he sees about a 7 and 7.5 foot tall Sasquatch looking back at him.
Matt tells me during this time of year, Bigfoot encounters are common.
Bigfoot was there for the same reason that the hunter was there, and it's because of deer. Some people have seen them carrying roadkill deer over their shoulder back to places, finding stashes of dead deer.
Sheriff Lee Foster wants to remind people to be safe because of the fact that it is deer hunting season.
Well, this time of year, if somebody's out there looking for Bigfoot, they very well could run across somebody hunting deer. So you could put your life in danger.
And no matter what you believe, Bigfoot could be lurking out there too. Reporting in Newberry County, Claire Faith, Watch Fox News, Local First.
For joining us first at 6, President.
Wow, very interesting. If this report is credible, and it seems like it could be, I mean, that's not to say that Matt Moneymaker has not been fooled before. He has. But quite fascinating story, if there's any credibility to it at all. Which, South Carolina is not one of the first states we think of when we think of Sasquatch. But still quite fascinating indeed. Now here's one video. Bigfoot enlisted to boost recycling in Georgia.
In a world where truth and myth collide, one creature is on a quest to uncover a secret that could change everything.
Many believe I'm just a myth, but recycling in Whitfield County, that's the real deal.
Nah, that just ends up in the landfill.
Actually, all your recycling is processed differently and sorted by hand here in Whitfield so they can make sure it's clean to send out.
Sure, but then they just send it overseas.
Think again. All of your recycling is made into new items like carpet, cardboard, or aluminum cans. And all right here in the southeast of the USA.
I had no idea it stayed here.
Now that's recycling you can believe in.
Uncover the secrets of sustainability. Visit the Dalton Whitfield Solid Waste Authority at dwswa.org.
Well, that's a pretty clever usage of what is admittedly to the rest of the world a mythical creature. Very interesting. A good use, though. I mean, let's think about this. Sasquatch is in the public domain. It's not like they're going to sue us for using their likeness or their image. So why not? Why not use Bigfoot, which is non-copyrighted, in this manner? I mean, geez, how many unlicensed products do we have that have Bigfoot on them? We have quite a few. So, very interesting indeed. Very good stuff. Whether Sasquatch are real or not, it's still interesting to use them as spokespeople, or spokescreatures in this case. Finally, we have a rather unfortunate passing to announce. My good friend Paul Holsey passed away last Friday. Good guy, good friend too. Of course, he invited me to be his MC back in 2019 for his Bama Bigfoot conference. Unfortunately, it was a one-and-done deal, but it was still a good deal of fun, and I enjoyed that weekend. And quite a few folks left comments. such as Jack Warren. I met him at Salt Fork one year. Great guy. Sad to hear this. Jay Charlotte says, condolences, my friend. Tristan Yelton, I'm so sorry for your loss. Steve Hyde, I'm so sorry for your loss. May he rest in peace. Loriana Davali, I'm sorry, Henry May. You are loved by many, including me. I'm sure he felt the same. Sean Forker says, sorry, my friend. Jonathan Wilk, very sad to hear of Paul's passing. Billy Willard, oh, I remember Paul. Another friend that will be missed. Thoughts and prayers to his family. Peter Wilson says, sorry, man. Gene Romo, very sad indeed. R.I.P. Paul. Mark Mills, R.I.P. Jason Lawson, who I actually met in 2019 at that conference. Henry, he let me be a speaker at that 2019 conference. Good memories of a good man. He was kind and very social, very knowledgeable, and will be deeply missed. Steve Coles, finally. Paul was a great guy. So sorry to hear of this. So very sad, and I've been a bit saddened about it because he was such a good friend. You know, I'd been thinking about him because he had had a massive stroke several months ago, and he was in hospice care. And usually when you go into hospice care, that's a sign you're pretty much near the end, unfortunately. So, but yeah, rest in peace, Paul. May your memory be eternal. Goodbye, my friend. Thanks for the memories. And that's going to do it for this week. We want to thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. I will continue to listen to you guys want me to. And have a great Thanksgiving this Thursday, by the way. Don't eat too much. And try not to wolf it down if you can. I mean, I know it's good food and everything, but let's try and slow down our eating so we don't choke to death. But yeah, it's gonna be a great Thanksgiving, I think. I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to getting together with my family and enjoying a good meal. We usually get a big turkey on Thanksgiving and have that along with everything else that we have. So, until next week, y'all be good or be good at it. This is HBM's Crypto Corner.